Hey everybody, this is Brandon, and I'm back with another action figure review from Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, the action figures. Today I'm excited because we'll be taking a look at some really cool looking figures. We've got Wonder Woman and Heat Vision Superman. So, Wonder Woman's a new figure that I've been on the hunt for a while, so I'm glad I finally found her. And Heat Vision Superman I'm really excited for because he reminds me of the new 52 costume for Superboy, which is a look I really do like. So I'm excited to jump into this review and take a look at the figures. If we take a look at the packaging, first on Wonder Woman, we see the same artwork for Henry Cavill as Superman and Ben Affleck as Batman. Standard logo. And if we take a look at our Wonder Woman figure, Gal Gadot, it has a pretty nice resemblance. Not, obviously not nearly as much detail as there is on the Movie Masters figure, but still a pretty nice looking figure. It'll be nice to add with the collection with Batman and Superman and Aquaman and, get that Justice League going. She does come with a shield and sword. The shield, I don't know if that's supposed to be her home island, Paradise Island, or what? Probably. And there's a sword. I was kind of curious too on this Wonder Woman outfit how she has that kind of sash thing going on. It holds her lasso and maybe her sword too. We'll see. If we turn the packaging over, it says includes sword and shield. And if we look at the other figures, we've got Shield Clash Superman, Grapnel Blast Batman, and Battle Armor Batman, all figures from Wave 1. I've reviewed all of those, so if you haven't seen my previous videos, please go take a look. Alright, and now if we take a look at Superman, we've got the same images at the top. This one does have a warning, choking hazard. Small parts not for children under 3 years old. I guess that's the heat vision that he comes with. It looks like it's going to be a universal piece, so the hope is that I can use it on the other Supermans from this line too. And I'm just looking at him, he looks awesome. That costume is way too cool. So I know a lot of collectors were really excited for this figure. I am too. If we take a look at the back, it says heat blasters included. I noticed maybe it's just on the prototype, but that cape looks way too cool on the prototype. Not what we got, but still cool to see, I guess. And if we look at the other figures for Wave 2, it says Blast Attack Batman, and it's the Batman with the trench coat. This Batman we saw in the trailer, a lot of people are calling him the Nightmare Batman because apparently in the trailer Superman has an army of soldiers, and those soldiers have S emblems on their arms, and so I guess the idea is Superman can't have an army. It must be a nightmare that Batman's having with what he sees. That could be true. I'm kind of thinking it might not be, and that Batman is on Apocalypse and Superman is being mind controlled by Darkseid, and that'll lead us into a Justice League movie, but we'll see. The other figures are Energy Shield Superman, looks like a Buzz Lightyear Outer Space Superman holding kryptonite, and then we have Night Glider Batman, which looks like a pretty cool Batman. I'm interested to see how the wings are going to work. Alright, now that we've got a look at our figures and the packaging, let's see what they're going to look like outside of the box. Alright, so now that we've got our figures out of the packaging, let's take a closer look. First, looking at Wonder Woman, looks like a pretty nice figure overall. The sash doesn't look like it hinders anything or any movement. Pretty nice. The sculpt looks good. You know, basic for the kids line, but still pretty decent. I don't know if there's supposed to be some more sculpting up here or a star, but there isn't. So, but overall, still a cool looking figure. Um, I did notice though, maybe it's just on my figure, but on her legs at the top of the boot, um, this leg looks fine, but over here it looks like part of the top of the boot sticks out. Maybe it's just my point of view. Maybe it's just my figure. I don't know. But it kind of sticks out. Looks a little weird. But I am still happy to have a Wonder Woman figure regardless. Um, she's a cool figure. So if we take a look at articulation real quick, we've got movement at the head, but it is very slight. Probably because of her hair back here. It just hinders movement. We've got movement at the shoulder, movement at the elbow, up and down, and side to side. We have no waist articulation. None of these figures have waist articulation. We have movement at the hip, only forward, not back at all. Doesn't look like it's hindered by her middle torso piece. And we have movement at the knee. Overall, Wonder Woman's a pretty cool looking figure. If we take a look at her accessories, she does come with a shield and a sword. So let's take a look now. With the shield, just clips on. Kind of loose. Huh. Alright, well, the shield for my Wonder Woman is a tad loose, unless you play with it, I guess. Okay, looks a little better now. Doesn't look bad. Looks like how it does in the trailer. And if we put the sword in her other hand, I assume that the sword goes in this hand because the thumb on this hand sticks out just a little bit more than the thumb on this hand. And the shield just came off. So the shield doesn't work probably as well as I would like it to. Some other Wonder Woman figures had shields that worked on them better. Sword looks good. It's a little loose in her hand too. These accessories aren't the best, but it's better than no accessories, which is what they could have done for this kids line. So I'm happy that we got something. The sword looks good. So I was thinking maybe that this sword would fit in her sash. If we look right here, there's this kind of like, you know, where the sword would go. This little area, except it's not open or anything like that. So I thought, well, what if we just put the sword in there? And you can do it like that. You could also put it through her lasso, like that, or put it back here. Probably a little more practical that way, like a real warrior with a sword on her back. But yeah, pretty cool Wonder Woman figure. I'm excited we got her and that she's a part of our new DC Cinematic Universe. And now, let's take a look at Superman. So, I mean, off the bat, just holding this figure, he is awesome. Let me see if I can get some of the detail. The sculpt is great, especially on the body. Reminiscent or similar to the Shield Clash Superman, the first Superman figure released for this toy line. If we take a look at his eyes, I don't know if you can see that, but his eyes are red. So that's pretty cool. Pretty nice sculpt, pretty nice detail. The cape is rubber. All these capes for these figures are rubber. But he's a cool figure. Basic sculpt in the back. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. They've all got peg holes. I just don't know what for. I haven't seen any stands released yet for these figures. So, but maybe somewhere online someone's got stands. I did want to point out though, I had to pay special attention when I was picking out the Superman because almost all of them at the store when I was looking at them, they all had paint chips cracked right here on the S logo. So if you have the option and there's more than one Superman, take a look when you're at the store. Make sure that you don't get one that has a cracked S. Almost all of them did. I got lucky. I found one that had a nice pristine S logo, so that's good. Really, really digging this outfit. Super cool figure, no pun intended. If we take a look at his accessory, Heat Vision looks pretty cool. If we put it on Superman, it works. It works pretty well. I think it's cool. I've never had the Heat Vision accessory before as an option for a figure like Superman, so looks pretty awesome. If we, as a collector, if we take a look at some other options that we have Heat Vision wise, I've got the Shield Clash Superman right here. So let's take a look. Heat Vision works on him too, so that's pretty awesome. It just clips right in. There's a little little part where the nose goes right there. That's how you know you've done it correctly. And the sculpts on these figures are exactly the same, but paint really does make a difference. They look like two entirely different characters. If we take a look at the other Superman that I have, the Armored Superman, works here too. That is so cool. Probably my favorite accessory out of all these toys so far. The Heat Vision is awesome. Too cool. And to take it one step further, I've even got my DC Universe Classics Superman figure. And let's see. Alright, Heat Vision works on him too. Let's adjust that just a little bit. Yep, Heat Vision works. So, if you've got some Superman figures that are in need of Heat Vision, these guys, they did it right. Mattel has done their job. Superman does have Heat Vision. This Superman figure is supposed to work well with another Batman figure that I just recently reviewed too. So let's see, we've got Heat Vision Superman, and right here I've got Heat Blast Batman. Together they look pretty cool. Red and black combination. And, well, the idea is Batman's got his heat shield, and it's a heat shield because Superman uses his Heat Vision. So, pretty cool. I'm willing to bet maybe later on they'll release these two as a 2-pack, probably recolored or something. They already did that for a Batman and Superman I saw at Walmart. Walmart seems to be the best place to find these figures. That's where I found all my latest ones. They all sell there for about $10 each. So if you're interested in Batman versus Superman, definitely check out Walmart. I'm sure Toys R Us and Target have got them too, but Walmart seems to definitely carry a lot of stock. At least the ones in my neighborhood. Alright, so now we do a quick size comparison. First with some figures in this wave, or in this toy line I should say. Um, they all stand about the same height together, all marked at roughly about 6 inches or so. Um, if we compare them with a few other figures, like a DC Universe Classic Superman and a Movie Masters Batman, figures all still stand at about 6 inches. The Movie Masters figures always work well with the new Batman vs. Superman figures. Most other 6-inch figures do stand a little taller though. As you can see, the size comparison right there, Superman in his classic suit is definitely taller. If we take a look now at a Marvel Legends Venom, or Anti-Venom, and the DC Total Heroes Steel, they still stand pretty well. I realized that the steel from Total Heroes actually works pretty well with these movie figures. Steel's supposed to be taller because of his suit, so I think that's pretty cool. Uh, Maybe another figure to add to a Justice League, a cinematic Justice League. But overall, pretty cool. I'm super stoked for what's to come and what's for the future of Batman versus Superman. Um, really wondering if they're going to release a Flash or a Cyborg, or, I mean, who knows? But definitely excited for a Justice League team up. It's going to be pretty awesome. So I will definitely keep my eyes peeled and be on the lookout for anything and any new figures that I may find along the way. As always, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate all the feedback and all the views. My first video is nearing almost 5,000 views. So thank you all for watching and for all the support. If you have any questions, comments, or whatever, please leave them in the comments section below. As always, subscribe, like, and do whatever it is that you guys do. Once again, this is Brandon. Thanks for watching.